Lexi, love you.
She doesn't upload anything, you know. She doesn't.
It's because she hasn't seen still the potential. Once you see that you can actually put something online, then you get a full process of uploading, selling it, getting the money, then you will probably get excited about it. But because you can't see that,
No.
you know, it's a little bit hard for her to be motivated and say like, oh, I'm gonna upload another product or I'm gonna upload another thing. But for her, it's like, oh, it means nothing. And even if she does make a sale, it's gonna be so little the taking, so it's very easy to get discouraged. It's like, well, am I doing all of this for that only?
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand. That you do something online, and yeah, the return per item or per view or per post or per whatever it is, per sale, it is very little, but the idea is to actually just do it over time so it can grow. And yeah, it's about volume, right?
It's always about volume and always get better and understand what people are buying. And you can do it better, you know?
So I think that if you don't see the results, you know, obviously you have to have some kind of metrics to be able to see like, okay, I have something is happening, whatever that is. But when it comes to creating something and uploading it to that site or to whatever site, and you're like, hey, taxi, how much money can I make from one thing, from one printout, from one, you know,
Yes.
even with the shirts that we sell on YouTube. Taxi, how much is it taking? Fuck all. But it's not about that. It's about having the product there. Yes, that's not the main business, but it's just like, you know what? That's an add-on. It creates a brand. It creates authority. It creates, you know, it's part of the image.
Okay. So what are you gonna do now?
And I'm gonna record.
Of course. What?
I was recording the time lapse. You know how long is that small video? Almost an hour sitting there.
You were sitting somewhere for an hour.
The Liman. So obviously, in the beginning, there's nobody around, just a fisherman. But then some tourists start to come around, and obviously the camera is positioned. You can't move it. You have to put it somewhere. So I put it there, and obviously it's a wide lens. But there was like tourists coming around. The Liman is in the faro, and it has happened before when I've done a time lapse. Like I said, like, hey, please do not in front of the fucking camera. I've been here an hour to capture the sunrise. And there's some tourists coming around, and I have to like be around that thing, like, okay, you can take your pictures over there. And then when somebody comes around here, you're like, okay, like just, because the last thing you want is like some massive person, like an image of a person walking like, oh, let me take a picture. And I've been there for like an hour. You know, with like the, you know.
How long is that little video done?
Nothing.
A minute.
Less than a minute. Because taking pictures every few seconds, it's okay if you can see something happen. Like the key is like the clouds, the sea. It can have people if that's the intention, but in this type of shot,
It's far away.
if it's far away. But if it's like that,
in front of the.
then somebody will go like, let me take a picture. I'm like, no. One time I was filming like that, another time lapse, which I still use it in some videos. It's some guy that I know. I'm behind the faro, so you know the faro. I'm actually behind the faro, so that nobody will go there. But that is, you know what I'm saying?
Nada.
Like the faro, it's a rock, and then you just fall into the sea. So I'm like, okay, nobody's gonna go there. I put the camera like that, and I'm just sitting there like a lunatic, capturing the thing. This is like a few months ago. And this guy that I know is kind of like a babu. He goes, not only he does the roundabout, he actually gets on top of the faro and goes around the faro where I'm at. And I'm like, who passed? Alicia. And like the only reason why you will go at the roundabout like that is if you're gonna go fishing or you want to jump into the sea. You're like, oh, I always go like that, to go this way around like that. I'm like, don't. I'm trying to film here. I was very polite.
No.
I had to apologize later on the next day when I saw him. Like, man, I was just recording a video, you know, and you were just, and he was just walking into the camera actually, because the camera is there, is the roundabout, is the faro, and there's no reason for anybody to go there. And I said to myself, there's no fisherman here. Nobody's gonna be fishing, so I don't interrupt.
Yeah.
So I want to avoid this kind of situations when I'm doing a time lapse, and today was a tricky one because I'm not in that spot, I'm in a different spot, but the colors were fucking amazing. Anyways, let's do this. I'm gonna change shirt because the cats are just, you know, I'm gonna change shirt because it's full of cat hair now. Can't wear black inside the house with the cats. One, two, 1, 2.
I don't know if that's his style or like that's how, yeah, that's.
It says draft course only.
What did it include?
Deep that you can create it, you can have the full website, the blog, one download, one coaching product. So today we have spanakorizo, homemade spanakorizo. This is one of the foods that kids do not like here in Greece because it's spinach with rice. In the beginning, I did not like it very much, I have to confess. As a foreigner, this is not something that I was looking to eat when it comes down to Greek cuisine anyways. But it's something that I have grown to love over the years, thanks to my lovely wife that cooks this amazing meal at home. Highly recommended. If you want to taste authentic Greek cuisine, you certainly have to try spanakorizo. So today we're having spanakorizo with a little bit of feta, and this is something that, you know, I'm really looking forward to. It's extremely healthy, by the way, and it's one of the reasons why kids don't like spanakorizo. Okay, so getting ready to go and buy some water. I've done a video about drinking tap water here in Nafplio. In most islands, you're not supposed to drink water from the tap. So I'm about to throw the rubbish or the trash and get some water. I might get something else as well for later on tonight. Can you guess what it is? I mean, I guess one solution will be to buy a filter, but because we're renting, I don't want to install a filter here in this place. I'm into my favorite Bacalico. This is where I buy water. Kalimera, φίλε μου. Καλά είσαι? Καλά, διψάω. Λίγο τσίπουρο, λες? Λίγο τσιπουράκι. Θα πάρω 2 νερά. Έλα, γεια σας. Καλά είσαι? Πώς πάει? Καλά, καλά εσύ?
Ωραία.
Παίρνεις και νερό και εσύ,
Ναι, και για μαγείρεμα όλα.
Όλα, yeah.
Τον ανάβαλα θα βάζει.
Δεν είναι καλή ιδέα να πίνω με αυτό το νερό.
Πώς είναι, πήγα όταν το πρωτορίξανε, πάω να πίνω τα δόντια μου και βρώμαγε.
Αλήθεια?
Μύρισε, δεν είναι καθαρό νερό. Την άλλη φορά ξέρεις τι κάνει μια χρονιά. Πλακώσανε και όχι μόνο ρίξαν τον ανάβαλο χωρίς να πούνε τίποτα, αλλά πάει ο μαλάκας και ρίχνουνε τόσα πολλά χημικά και βρώμαγε το νερό, μιλάμε λες και ήταν χαλασμένο αυγό. Και το πήγαμε στο χημείο και μας λέει εκεί ούτε για πίσιμο κάνει.
Αλήθεια? Τόσο χάλια?
Ναι, και μετά τα αδειάσαν, την αδειάσαν όλη τη δεξαμενή και ρίξανε με πιο λίγα.
Wow.
Με πιο λίγες μαλακίες.
Το καλύτερο δεν έχουμε εδώ στο Ναύπλιο.
Έχεις ακούσει για...
Ναι, βέβαια.
Ο κιθαρίστας.
Ναι.
Ο Eric Clapton εκεί πήγαινε και... Κάτι ξέρω.
Ξέρεις πολλά. Έλα, δώσε μου και ένα λίγο τσιπουράκι, ένα μικρό μπουκαλάκι.
Ένα τσιπουράκι μικρό.
Ναι.
Κάνεις βίντεο τώρα πάλι.
Δεν θέλεις.
Ναι, με. Φτιάξε μας. Ένα μικρό τσιπουράκι.
Ένα μικρό τσιπουράκι. Λοιπόν, 2 νερά
2 νεράκια.
και το νερό special.
2 λουτραγίου.
2 λουτράκια.
1,32,60.
Πολλές και μόλις.
Ο Παναγιώτης δεν ξέρει από αυτά. Δεν ξέρει από Eric Clapton, BBP, τίποτα.
Ανοίγει ρε μόνο. Και γουρδόπουλα. Όλα μέσα.
I gotta confess, it's a pain to buy water like this, but it's a great opportunity to get out of the house and socialize a little bit, especially for me that I work from home. And there's always someone at the shop where I can just socialize for a little bit, even if it's just for 5 minutes. So I take every opportunity I have in order to socialize and talk a little bit. This particular chap knows a lot about music, and we're always taking the piss out of Panayoti, who's the owner of the shop, because he doesn't know anything. But this other chap, he knows a lot about foreign music here to Greece. He knows a lot about rock. He knows a lot about, old style rock and blues. So every time I go to the shop and he's there, we're always talking about music. But it's a great way for me to socialize and integrate into the community, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm actually working on a new video, which I'm editing as we speak. I might upload this one first, because I have already recorded that video. I'm just editing, and I'm talking about how to integrate into the community. And this type of interaction is what I really try to help expats and foreigners to do more. Right, like get out of their comfort zone and try to integrate in the community, even if you speak very little Greek, okay? I'm gonna do a family vlog if no family wants to be in the vlog.
If you put that anywhere.
It's supposed to be a family vlog, a day in the life
Why
here
are
in
you so
Greece.
lonely?
Because I wanna put it in the vlog. Anyways, I'm gonna pick up my daughter from school. The oldest one is here, as you can see. I'm gonna go and pick up the small one.
Ναι, σε ένα Τετάρτη, είπες πάει.
Τι έγινε, αγάπη μου? Μελή, θα φας παρακόρισο. Γιατί? Δεν σου αρέσει παρακόρισο? Καθόλου? That looks good.
Κάτι άλλο.
Φέτα από το βαρέλι. Το λέμε έτσι.
Ξέρω.
Εσύ είσαι Ελληνίδα.
Άσε με τώρα.
Ελληνίδα δεν είσαι.
Άσε
Πώς να μάθω ελληνικά?
Άσε με τώρα, κόλλημα που φαγες.
20 plus years like this is how I learned Greek on my own. No help whatsoever. I have proof now.
Θα κάτσεις να φας.
Όχι. Am I the man on the videos?
The man who does the videos.
These videos. This type of video.
You know,
Could go
Steve.
same. I was hoping to bump into you.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
So we managed to do it.
Yeah,
Before
yeah,
we
it's a-
came, he went on YouTube and looked and he found you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So-
I'm gonna edit this, so don't worry. So
So glad we met you.
where are you guys coming from?
We come from the UK. Wow.
So-
So you've
But
picked
you,
Star Wars.
you're
Because
fabulous.
we've been here for many, many years.
So I take full credit for this.
Well done. You know your videos are working.
Yeah, they are because we found them.
Oh, thank you so
They
much.
are brilliant. Excellent.
so
It's
pleased
lovely
to
to
meet you.
meet
Thank you so
you. We love you.
Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you.
Oh, it
Okay.
has. I
Take
can't
care.
believe it. We're so
We'll
lucky.
look out for the
day.
videos.
Yeah.
I will add this to the latest video, a little
Fantastic.
bit of it,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, that's
I will edit
fantastic.
it and all.
So there you go.
Thank you so much.
Lovely.
It really means a lot.
You take care. All
Enjoy
the
yourself,
best.
okay?
Yeah.
Thank
and
you.
we will do. Take care.
Bye bye. I tend to do my work in the mornings while the girls are at school. So after lunch, I still work, but it's a different vibe altogether. You know, it's been a little bit of a struggle for the last few years because I don't have a dedicated room, I don't have a dedicated office, and you know, I do a lot of things from home. When it comes to my work, I work as a composer, I work as a content creator, as a coach, as an educator. So there's a lot of aspects to my business, and some of them require me to have peace and quiet, obviously. So I have found a way around this limitation. But back in the day, before we moved here to Nashville, I did have a dedicated room to work. I had a studio. But because we moved here, you know, the way we did back then when it was the pandemic, actually, you know, our goal was to just move to Nashville at whatever cost, right? Because we were looking for a place to buy. We couldn't find anything. And we said, you know what, we're just gonna move to any place that is close to the school so we can at least move to Nashville while we're looking for a place, right? Which is what we've been doing all these years, really. And yes, obviously properties here in Nashville are really difficult to come by, and you know, good ones anyways, for that matter. But anyways, what I want to say is that as someone who works from home, it is a struggle. I'm not going to deny that it is a big struggle. It's not glamorous at all. And you know, the afternoons for me is just to go to the gym, really. This is the way my schedule works out. Because the mornings are so precious, because I need like I said, the space, right? And you know, we do what we can to juggle family life and working and earning a living and staying sane as well at the same time. So for me, coming to the gym in the afternoon is great for my mental health. That's for sure, because you know, in the afternoon we usually tend to have a little bit of a dip in the energy. I mean, right now it's 3 o'clock as I am recording this, and you know, it is a tough one, right? The girls are back from school, they're at home. Some days they have different activities and stuff, you know, as kids do, you know, like a ballet or whatever, and my eldest daughter do other activities. But you know, for me at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I've already been sitting down for quite a long time by my desk. I already had lunch with the family. That's one of the positive things, is that I have lunch with my family every single day, and you know, I'm there present for them, or with them I should say. And you know, my wife works from home as well. I've mentioned this many times before. It's not easy working with your spouse. She has her own job, but we work together as well on my online business. It's not easy at all, okay? But you know, I wouldn't have it any other way. So for me, coming to the gym at this time of the day is great, because I can stay here for like an hour and then go home and then, you know, have a shower. I might finish off a few things here and there. No heavy lifting at this point when it comes to work. But just, you know, just very light work, really, whatever that means. You know, it could be answering to emails, it could be just, you know, finish editing a YouTube video, for that matter. I consider that part of what I do for work. This is not my first YouTube channel, like I've been mentioning here, but yeah, this is just, you know, stuff that I do here, and of course my routine has changed over the years. But enough talking, let's go and sweat a little bit and do a little bit of a workout. Wonderful wife working on some back-end things that I don't understand how to set them up. This looks really amazing. What is it called? Email signature. Alright, so we are in the British-born, the playground. There's nobody here because it was pissing down a little bit earlier on, but usually we come to the British-born around this time, and you know, then go to the supermarket and get a few things. But that's it for today, really. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a sneak peek. What is it like to live here in Greece as a foreigner? And I know that every foreigner has a different lifestyle, of course. I'm trying to share my life as much as possible, of the things that I do with my family, what I do here as well in Greece, where I live in particular, which is Nashville, if you're new to the channel. And I would like to do more vlogs like this. I really enjoy this type of vlogs. Just sharing about a day in the life or the real behind the scenes kind of thing, right? Like a vlog. There's just nothing serious, no heavy topic or nothing really controversial, right?